Undertale Fangame engines are made using existing pieces of software. Some of them are free, some aren't. However, there is a great cost that comes with this sort of thing, and that is the barrier of knowledge. Knowledge that only a small fraction of the Undertale fanbase are able to process and possess. But what if there was a new type of engine? One that relied more on visual learning and required zero coding knowledge. Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary folk, we might be on the verge of an Undertale fangame revolution. Recently, I thought of an idea that is very similar to that of Super Mario Maker, where users can make their own levels visually in real time with no modding or coding knowledge required. There would be no need for Undertale mod tool. There would be no need to learn how to code. There would be no need to download software. Except for one, Undermaker. Undermaker. Now that might sound like something strange, but hear me out. Undermaker is planned to be the most accessible Undertale fangame engine out there. Made entirely in GameMaker Studio 2, the engine that was used to create the original Undertale and Deltarune games, this engine would have features at the user's disposal, and battles could be created in just a matter of minutes. But how can this be? Isn't this a lot of work to create in the first place? Can't we just use ready-made engines instead? The problem with a ready-made engine is that the user has to understand how that engine works, and has to learn the engine that engine is made in on top of that. It's an awful lot of work, and a lot of people just give up before they even begin. Undermaker aims to solve that problem by reducing the amount of coding knowledge required to zero. But just how is this possible? Undermaker would be built on top of my Undertale engine, which would be modified to fit for this purpose alone. There would be battle arrangements, overworld editors, dialogue box configuration, attack pattern creation, everything you know and love about Undertale fangames, all packed into a fangame of its own. Though this serves more of an easy access tool than an actual fangame. But then this raises the question, how would these battles be made? And of course, how would people play these custom battles? The custom battles would be made using a visual editor that is designed in a timeline, much like the map editor in Osu. Much like if you were to edit a video, only with more wacky visual effects. Attacks would be able to be altered very easily, and a full list of events would be viewable, so that the user can check over everything without having to guess via scripting. Of course, scripting can open up more possibilities, and access to community-made libraries would be as accessible as ever. The very code that the engine is made in would be publicly viewable, allowing modders to make their own kind of engine if Undermaker is not up to their standards. Sharing the battle would be as easy as clicking an export feature, which would put everything that the battle has into one single folder. That folder can then be zipped and shared among community members, and since only select files could be read by the engine, there would be almost no risk of malicious files, as seen by previous incidents where people thought they were downloading a fangame, but were instead downloading a virus. Undermaker would be one of the safest and the most accessible fangame engines to a whole new generation of developers. People who could only dream about making their own battles would then be able to make their dreams come true. Undermaker could very well shape the future of fangame generation, and change the way we view fangame development forever. Now, I hear a very small handful of people asking, could this work with Deltarune? The answer, of course, is yes. though I am still working on my Deltarune engine at the time of this video, and making a Deltamaker is not at the top of my priority list right now. I know a lot of you would think that this is an insane amount of work, and I won't deny it will be. But think of the amount of days that would be saved when using an engine like this. Not hours, days. Rather than spend 39 days total on your Fangame over the course of a couple of months, you could spend a couple of hours in Undermaker and finish your full game in less than 1 day. So, why am I pitching this idea? Because I think that it would be a gift from heaven to those who wish to make their own battles, but do not want to go to the lengths that programmers currently go through. And it's also because I would like your input. I'm open to taking ideas for this, as it only remains in concept form at the moment, and I would like to have everything printed on a fine canvas before I frame it and start working on Undermaker based on the art form that we, the community, have created together. And no, this is not like Tales of Underlegends, which would ditch everyone out in favour of a self-insert. Instead, it would actually be shaped for the community, by the community. If you have any ideas on what you would like to see in Undermaker, please put them down in the comments below. I would love to hear them. But for now, that's all from me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon.